Alright guys, so come with me as I do a mini self-care day while my kids are at school. So my first stop is definitely coffee because who starts their day without coffee? So I made sure that I ordered my coffee on the Starbucks app because this Starbucks that I frequent has been super busy. And the wait to get your coffee has been really long. Because I ordered ahead on the app, I had to make sure my drink wasn't already ready. Well, it's not ready, so I'll have a seat. Wait, never mind, that's me. Toot-toot-doo, coffee, coffee, coffee. Here comes my coffee. Hello, gorgeous. My next stop, guys, if you haven't figured it out already, Target. Now, I'm not planning to get anything, so I'll probably just walk around. You know, just burn a little time, which I have another 2 hours to do. Open sesame. Guys, that actually worked. Let's grab a wipe because we definitely have to clean the cart because you know it's dirty. Germs, be gone. Now come with me as I do a little look shopping. We're just looking, guys. I don't know how I end up in the kids aisle. We're just looking, we're just looking. We're just doing a little window shopping. Wait, would we still call it window shopping if there is not a window? I promise I was actually humming this as I was walking with the cart because it sounded like music. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Hello, lovelies. I'm just browsing to see what I'll get next time. Ooh, what's this? Wonderful. Oh, this too. Oh, this. Oh gosh, we'll get it. I'll get it. Do my kids need more arts and crafts stuff? Maybe next time. Wait, what's that? It's the first book. I'm just gonna look at it. I need something to quench my thirst. Ooh, just one bottle. All right, guys, let's get these items that we're just looking at. Alright guys, so my next stop is gonna be Sweetheart Brazilian Wax. Now, I have actually just started coming to this establishment this year. They've actually been open since the beginning of 2023, and I have decided that I just need to get rid of my hibernating legs. It was just time, guys. And I'm done. Time to check out. Thank you. Now, this is actually my 4th time coming here, and I've actually seen different ladies each time, and it's always a really nice experience. And the interior of this place is just a plus because it is a beautiful scenery. Now, my last stop is actually something that I feel like I've actually put off for longer than I normally do. And that is getting my car clean because it's time to get the car clean, guys. Guys, just watch and listen as I get my car washity wash. And my car is looking like I just got it out the dealership, except for my glass, because I actually forgot my window cleaner and cloth at home. So I'll actually do that when I get back to the house. All right, guys, that is the end of my self-care day, and I am home walking with the things that I said I was just looking at. All right, guys, so I am finally back at home, and I am going to take a little bit of time to get a little bit of work done before I have to get out and get my kids. And I definitely want to say that my mini self-care day was a success. I never actually realized the importance or the value of actually, doing self-care until very recently. I think it's very important, and there's nothing wrong with, taking time out to take care of yourself, because if you make sure that you prioritize yourself, your physical well-being, your mental well-being, and your emotional well-being, is just the more that you can do. Because if you put yourself last, or you don't put yourself in an equation at all, it's like you can't it's like you're not 100%. Let me say that. It's like you're not 100%. You're doing for everyone else around you and for everything else around you, but then you don't prioritize yourself, so you're not even fully given 100%. Or sometimes you're given 100%, but it's to everything else but yourself, and then you feel it more than anything. And I've actually realized that it is okay to take time out for yourself. And self-care doesn't mean like it has to always be something that you're doing physically for yourself. It doesn't mean going to the salon or going to get your nails done. It can just mean literally going to the library, getting a book and sitting down and reading by yourself, or going and grabbing a coffee, or sitting down in the park with a good book and some music, or treating yourself to sitting alone at a restaurant and eating food. It can mean literally anything. And I feel like that is very important, because before, like me being a work from home mom, sometimes it can get a little bit depressing, because it feels like a routine. And sometimes it's good to switch it up. Like sometimes I would get up, and after dropping the kids at school, I would come home and I know that I have to work. I have to hop on my computer. I have to get some work done. But sometimes it can get depressing, because it's like, for me, okay, let me talk about my situation. For me, it's like I drop the kids off at school, I come back home, and sometimes I don't think about myself. Like I would hop on my computer and I would try to get some work done, and then before I know it, it's like boom, it's time to get the kids. And then after I get the kids, it's homework time, it's shower time, it's time to prepare dinner, time to get the kids ready, and then the day is done. And it's like, okay, then you refresh, start all over again the next day. So I feel like it is very important to switch it up sometimes. Switch it up where you are also taking care of yourself. And I started to do that recently, and I realized that it makes me feel better. Like when I'm at home and I continue to do the same routines every day, sometimes I realize that it shows in the way that I speak, it shows in the way that I do things. I get more agitated more frequently, more irritated frequently. And it's not that something is wrong or something is wrong. It's just that I wasn't taking time to take care of myself also. And by me doing a little bit more focusing on myself, or actually incorporating some me time and some self-care time in what I'm doing, I feel like it is making me more effective. I'm not reacting the way that I don't want to react. So, some days I will get up and I'm like, okay, hey, I am about to spend an hour, 2 hours getting some work done. And then after that, I don't know, I'll take an hour, I'll make a coffee, I'll turn on a show for a little bit, 30 minutes, watch a little TV, or read a book, or it can just be anything, you know, taking a walk in a neighborhood, going to the park, going to the coffee shop. As you can clearly see from the video, I didn't really plan my day. I just know I got up one day, that day actually, I got up, got my kids ready for school, got myself ready, even though I just kind of like threw on some sweats and a sweatshirt, because that's all my closet consists of right now for winter is sweatshirts and sweatpants and leggings. Threw that on, dropped my kids off. I'm like, okay, you know what? No, I'm not gonna go home. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm just gonna go grab some coffee. Even though I have coffee at home, I'm like, no, I'm just gonna switch it up. I'm gonna go to Starbucks, because that's really the only coffee shop that's around my area. I went to Starbucks, I grabbed my coffee, and I'm like, okay, I'm not ready to go home yet, because I already know when I go home what I'm gonna do. So decided I probably wasn't gonna buy anything from any stores, but that didn't mean that I couldn't go into the stores and walk around, even though I ended up buying stuff. Clearly I said we're not buying stuff, but I did. And then I decided, okay, you know what? I have about 4 more hours. I am just gonna take another hour or so and just do something for me. So I decided to go get my legs waxed because it was time. And after that, I realized, oh, my car needs to clean. And it makes me feel better when my car is clean. Sometimes my OCD kicks in. That's really why. I know I'm rambling, guys, but you get the point. Self-care is very important. It doesn't have to be anything that you're spending money on. And I came to the conclusion that it really does not have to be anything that you're spending money on, especially if you are on a tight budget. So I definitely do think that I am going to do this more often. I decided this time that for my next self-care day, I do want to go to the salon, kind of like pamper myself a little bit. And I am very, very antisocial, and I have social anxiety, and I am pushing myself. That's why I decided to make a YouTube channel, all the other social media, channels. I decided to push myself, and I said, okay, I want to get out of this stump, of not being able to communicate well with others. And from my other videos, you all can go back and see, one thing that I struggle with was my accent, because when I moved here as a teenager, I had to hide my accent or blend my accent more for people to understand me. That caused me to go into a shell. And then I became a mom, and then at that I was a stay-at-home mom, so my interactions with like other people was very, very limited, basically non-existent. So all I really knew was my kids, my husband, and my kids. And because that made me caused me to be more in a shell, even more, that when I did finally, of course, after my kids, and then after COVID hit, COVID made it worse, especially for a lot of people who already had anxiety and social anxiety and antisocial. COVID made it worse, and people who didn't have a problem with communication before end up having one after COVID. So that made it a little bit worse, and I realized that I've always liked to talk. Growing up, I've always liked to talk. I've always liked to, I was like, I don't want to say the life of the party, but I was never like always only just quiet. So me doing these vlogs is me pushing myself to think or to be outside of my, would I say box, or outside of my bubble. And outside of all of that, also, I've decided to also do self-care days, and also think about, or my physical well-being, my emotional well-being, and my mental well-being, because I realized that if I feel like I am taking care of myself and I feel good about myself, then I can produce, and I can literally give 100% in everything that I do. And I won't have, a lot of people don't talk about this, but I won't have the negative thoughts, or where I am reacting harshly, because people don't say it often, but when you're not taking care of yourself, you react to situations drastically. I realized something that I was doing was I would get irritated because I realized that, you know, I was doing the same thing every single day. And sometimes it became stressful, and I didn't realize that I was reacting to my kids out of frustration, out of irritation, out of depression. And when I started taking care of myself bit by bit by bit by bit, I realized that I wasn't reacting the way that I was reacting. And, you know, you don't want to do that. You don't want to let the way that you're feeling because you're not taking care of yourself get in the way of so much more than you can be doing. And I realized that by me doing this, and I know I'm like rambling, and I know I might be repeating myself, but it's just because I realized the importance of it. And I'm like, I need to do more of it so that I can produce more. I can react more I can react better in a positive way than a negative way. And on top of that, pushing myself out of my boundaries, out of my bubble to talk more. So I definitely hope that you all, I know I'm like all over the place with this vlog, but I definitely hope that you all stick around more. And yes, so like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, guys, and definitely click that bell notification so you can receive notifications about any other video that I post. And I really hope that this video has encouraged you to remember that it is important and it is vital to take care of yourself, and you should not feel bad about it, because if you feel 100%, you can give 100%. So just definitely remember that, guys. And I'm looking here because I think the camera is here, but it is here. But remember it, guys. All right, guys. So yes, check me out on my other videos. Again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell notifications to get more notifications about my next video. Peace, guys.